My name is PuniGuy and I'm an English Puni player. In case you're wondering why I've been gone for a bit. I used to be a really good Puni player, but that was all thanks to hacks. The only reason I hacked is because I wanted Y points, but ever since PuniGuy got banned, there was really no reason for me to play this game anymore. I wanted to retire and that is why I deleted my Twitter account. And up until that point, that's all the general public knew about me. Until now. You see, I made a promise on Twitter I would come back to playing Puni as a legit Puni player, and I would make a series where I'll take a brand new account and turn it into something just as good as PuniGuy. Heck, maybe even better. Today I'm here to tell you the tale of my return, and how I managed to turn a brand new account into something pretty decent. Let's get started. So like any regular person, we first starts with the first 6 stages. However, I want you to keep something in mind. The footage you're seeing was shot during the 5th Hololive event all the way back in March, so this video has been in the works for quite a while now. What I'm currently doing is something called account resetting. And no, this does not require hacks and it's something pretty easy to do. If you want a good alt account or a good account to start off with, what you can do is beat the first 6 levels, then you can crank what the game gives you for free for being a new player. In the case of this event, it's about 8,000 Y points and other things I don't want to mention for now. Now you're probably thinking that I'm going to crank the banner in order to get some super bonuses. Well, you'd be wrong. What I want here isn't a super bonus. I want Pekora. Let me explain. In order to have a good account, you need to be able to beat a stage super fast, and that is especially the case in a Sudakai, because that determines how many points you can make. So by cranking on the banner when Pekora 3 is in it, I can basically account reset until I get him in a pre-fill unit, but we'll talk about that later on. So while in this clip I did get the unit I want, I did not keep the account since I also didn't get a pre-fill unit. However, a few account resets later I got a decent account that I could use. Pekora 3 with a shady unit that, well, we'll talk about later on. Although I could have done better, I was not going to keep account resetting in case I do this for all eternity, but we will get a better pre-fill much later on. So after I got those units, I did what any other human being would do, and yeah, that's right, I beat the rest of the normal stages until I got to the stage 16 for now. Don't worry, I also ended up beating most of the other maps later. After that, I would end up beating stage 35 so I can get the mission for the Nyamo early. I would also end up doing my first score attack run, but side note, it wasn't really that good. Afterwards, I decided to actually play the Hololive 5 event so I can clear out the event map with my current team of mostly Hololive units with a single exception. And I was quickly done with that afterwards. Shortly afterwards, I ended up getting some rewards I wanted to get, like icons and of course the Nyambo coin, to which I got shafted twice. I say twice as I was able to beat normal 20 and crank that coin to get Umo Wyvern King, but I mean, he's not that useful to me, especially now. What was more important to me at the time was getting the second skill for Pekora, because it's going to turn into one of the best autoing helpers. Now meanwhile this was happening, I was also receiving super help from some of my friends and other people in the Discord server. I'll leave the link in the description, but they were so helpful that I was able to reach Super 15 with their help. Now you might be thinking, PuniGuy, dumbass, why would you want to get help with your supers when you can't even clear the seal stages, let alone the impossible stage? Well, to you I say that, I don't know. I wanted all the books and the SP icon honestly looks sick, so I wanted to get it. Yeah, that's right, with the help of friends I was able to beat Super 15 and get the icon. That's right, I now have a super icon and a Super 15 rewards, without even playing for 2 weeks. I would shout out all the people that helped me, but I don't remember who did and who didn't, so for the sake of simplicity, thank you, Jeff. Now at this point, this was around the end of the 5th Hololive event, however the next event was a Sudakai, so now it's time we kick things into overdrive. The next event was the 3rd Idol Royale event, and it's a Sudakai, so now it's time to reveal my ace in the hole. Well, it's not really an ace, it's actually just common sense. In a Sudakai, you make Y points for beating a regular stage on the event map. So, theoretically, if you did that over and over and over again, in theory, again, you could make a fuck ton of Y points. Not just that, thanks to the treasure seals of this event, some rewards are, well, of course mid and outclassed yokai, but there are always books. With the books, I can boost my yokai's ultimate, G's ultimate, and skills. My main focus right now was to get books to max out Pekora's skill. Remember how I said getting Pekora's second skill is important? Her skill allows for Puni to drop big at the beginning of the battle. That is very useful when you want to be fast and also efficient. Any yokai with a drop big at the beginning of the battle, such as the following on screen that you're seeing, are really good, especially when they're combined with a pre-fill unit. Pre-fill unit is a yokai who has his ultimate gauge already partially, sometimes almost entirely filled at the beginning of the battle. With a max skill ZZ pre-fill, you only need a size 3 Puni in order to get their regular ultimate. With a ZZZ, UZ, or UZ Plus, it is reduced to a size 2. Remember that other shady ZZ we got? She just so happens to have pre-fill, and we will abuse this throughout the entire event. I was actually starting off this event pretty good because I was able to get the first seal with only a total of 5 duplicates, and this was only 46 minutes into the event. I would later go on to beat stage 45 rather easily, and the throne was revealed to me. Now, after a few days into the event, I was able to clear stage 28 a lot of times. And when I say a lot, I mean like a lot. I also ended up pulling pretty much every unit, including the UZ Plus and mid-event UZ. However, the one unit I wanted to pull never showed up. The other UZ I wanted was a pre-fill and drop big unit that could have absolutely made this event so much easier for me. But alas, he never showed up. I tried to crank more during the discounts, but only got the UZ Plus instead. This pissed me off a bit. I had wasted all my Y points trying to get him because I knew he would make my life so much easier if I had only just gotten him. But I never did, and I only had a single multi coming into the next event. So I said fuck it, I will crank that only crank I have during day 1 and not play the entire event. Guess what happens? I pulled the UZ Plus on that only crank I did, and like an idiot I did not play this event. Then I pretty much quit for like a month and a half. You see, I'm a high schooler and I have to study for exams and shit, so it means I have a life and all that bullshit. So I put Puni on hold for a bit. That was until the Puni Tales event. That event was a PuniGuy, and I fucking slaved my ass during that event. I had grinded that event like no other, and I was able to befriend the impossible stage and ended the event with around 160k Y points. Now it's time for me to reveal how I did it. Am I cheating? Well, the answer is a bit complicated. Let me explain. What I do is I basically set up an auto clicker to clear a stage over and over again, and that's what most people in the English scene do. Is it technically hacking? No, it's not hacking. I'm not altering the speed of which I am battling, and I'm not altering the total amount of damage needed in order to defeat a stage. So I am technically not hacking. However, it is technically hacking because it's apparently against the Puni TOS. So while I am technically autoing and maybe hacking with a big asterisk, I'm playing legit by the rules and not using hack software to gain more points or speed up, so I'm a legit player in my knowledge. After that event was Konosuba Part 2, which I'm very glad to say went absolutely incredible. I was actually able to get all the units I needed, minus the stupid paid starter pack, and dominated this event. I was able to beat Super 12 and get all the things I needed, even getting a pretty decent score in damage. Crazy to think that I did all this under 3 months of playing this game. Here in this screenshot, you can see the units I got. I also ended up getting OG Megumin. Yeah, the busted one that does like 1,000,000 damage in Fever. But I wasn't able to get the original Aqua, unfortunately. That's fine. Since this event, I was able to get not 1, but 2 perma bonuses. Perma bonuses are extremely important since it gives me a unit that I can use in any Ohajiki or Golf, and gives me a damage bonus that isn't from an event yokai, making it extremely reliable. Most accounts have a lot of them, and I just got 2. The first is Megumin, which gives a damage bonus to Ohajiki. The next is Aqua from this event, which gives me a damage bonus to Golf. These units will be extremely important later as I play more events. I was able to befriend the Throne, which is an attack booster and inflator, with a pre-fill and redrop, so this event was an absolute pop-off for me. Also, that unit will be more important in score attack later. After this event, it was the finale of the Jinja Watch series, and it happened to be another PuniGuy. So the first thing I did during the PuniGuy, as you might have expected, was beat the entirety of Divine Paradise and all of Infinite Inferno. I mean, what did you think I was gonna say? I'm short on books. Oh, and of course I autoed. I mean, what kind of question is that? I was able to once again befriend the Throne stage along with the UZ Plus from the Crank, and this event was notable since it was my first event getting a watch. Don't worry, I was able to get a lot of Y points, and yes, the next event I do have footage of because it is the current event. So, let me do my best old Robbett watch impression with a hint of my voice to sort of bring back the old days. The following footage has been recorded recently, and it's going to be in the style of Robbett watch. Puni players, it's certainly been a while. It's your favorite content creator with a schedule worse than C-Day here, PuniGuy. A lot of things have happened since the last time we spoke. I've become a high schooler. Mayo started making content similar to Robbett Watch, and it's actually pretty good, so make sure to check that out. Regardless, we have a brand new event, so why don't we check it out? It's the Yokai Watch 12th Anniversary, the Zodiac God and Zodiac Yokai event. It's also Nyanto's. Yeah, remember that event type that we got to see like twice? Maybe even a third time if I can remember. It has returned, and it's now its own event type. There are still regular and super levels like an Ohajiki, of course. So the only thing that has changed is the playstyle. The Throne is Zodiac God, and she's pretty good, so we're gonna want to get her. Spoiler alert, we do. There are obviously bonuses to help us obtain her, so why don't we check them out? While battling Zodiac God, 12 Super God Jibanyan has a large damage bonus. Fox Representative QB has a medium damage bonus. Fox Representative QB has a large defense bonus, while 12 Super God Jibanyan has a medium defense bonus. Nefarious Super Awoken also has a damage increase to all the new units against the Seal stages. While battling Dragon Lord, Dog Representative Komasan has a damage and defense bonus. While battling Dog Representative Komasan, Robbett Representative Agent Spectre has a damage and defense bonus along with reducing Salt Drain. While battling Snake Representative Venoct, Fish Representative Myrmidonna has a damage and defense bonus along with reducing Salt Drain. While battling Sproink, Snake Representative Venoct has a damage and defense bonus along with disabling Nuisance Balls and once again reducing Salt Drain. While battling Peckpocket Stage 1-7, Nefarious Super Awoken reduces the Fever Drain. While battling Robbett Representative Agent Spectre on Stage 1-8, Nefarious Super Awoken disables Nuisance Ball drops. This is a Nyantos event, so naturally there are super and normal bonuses. While facing the normal Nyantos, Nefarious Super Awoken has a large damage bonus. Fish Representative Myrmidonna has a medium damage bonus, while Crossma and other units have a small damage bonus. While facing the Super Nyantos, Snake Representative Venoct has a large damage bonus, while Dog Representative Komasan and Robbett Representative Agent Spectre have a medium damage bonus. Nefarious Super Awoken also has a damage and defense bonus against the event map stages. You make Y points when you use your energies in Nyantos. Zodiac God has a large Y point bonus, while Orihime Mika has a small Y point bonus. There are obviously missions and rewards that you can get, so let's check them out. After we beat up Venoct, our first normal Nyantos will spawn. It has the same stamina system that Ohajiki and Golf do, with a replenishing rate of 1 every 5 minutes. Of course, this is Nyantos, so the controls are pretty different. I don't take the advice from Whisper because I thought I had it, and proceed to not have a good score right here. That's alright, we'll get better as the event goes on. I'll leave a Robbett watch video in the description if you want a better insight, but just know you have to click the button down there whenever Robanian or any of his clones get close, so he can take the Nyantos and drop it into the cola. At the end, the random Robanian has a chance to spawn, to which he will drop one last Nyantos and then the bottle will explode. Somehow this propels that certain Robanian high up into the sky, so he leaves Earth's atmospheres and enters outer space, where conveniently is our friend Spectre. Yeah, I don't know how this works either. Here the only important things are drinks, and that's it. For super rewards, they're free, but you have to beat the super, to which you can find things like a pass to fight Yubi, along with 12th anniversary coins, G coins, and, well, books and exports. In the friends section where you hit your friend's Okajiki, you can boost your damage and Y point gain. But you already knew that, faithful viewer. It's time for what you really wanted to see. There are 2 cranks this event, the regular event crank and a tough crank. I ended up cranking in both of them, so don't worry, but for now, let's try to get some of the event units. Robbett Representative Agent Spectre is a ZZZ Mysterious All-Popper Rearranger. Her skills are Afterfill and Redrop. I then proceed to get absolutely nothing for the next 100 cranks or so. Dog Representative Komasan is a ZZZ charming select popper. His skills are that sometimes his salt gauge can be filled by popping a large Puni, and his Puni can sometimes drop in a larger size. Fish Representative Myrmidana is a slippery ZZZ extreme popper. Her skills are guard and reducing the poison duration. What does that mean, PuniGuy? I'll show you guys later. For now, I ended up doing a crank on the tough banner. Don't worry, I got someone pretty good later on and I'll show you all. I end up cranking the other units on their respective banners, so I'll replay the footage since I don't have it. 12 Super Gods Jibanyan is a tough UZ plus all popper soul meter filler. His skills are pre-fill and tough unity. He is, according to some sources, the best free-to-play UZ plus in the game right now. And get this, he already comes with both skills, so you don't need a book from the supers. You only need that for Throne. Snake Representative Venoct is a slippery UZ all popper and inflator of 4. His skills are doing more damage depending on how much HP remains and fever fill. There are of course bosses on the event stages, but you didn't come see that. You came to see me destroy the throne. There are of course seal stages you can complete. Now, faithful viewer, let's talk about the hidden stages. The first hidden stage unlock is on stage 3. For the first hidden stage, we need to make a size 15 or larger Puni on this stage. You might be wondering, PuniGuy, what is this absolutely horrible team? I don't know. I put my boy Elderbloom from 100 Tales for linking big. I put Zodiac God, cause why not? This was later on in the event, so don't worry. And in the middle is my extreme popper. The first hidden stage features Komasan. You also might be wondering, PuniGuy, what is up with you having Earthwalker, Noah, and Noah armor? Faithful viewer, I don't know. I just pulled him on the team because Earthwalker is my favorite Waigakuin character. Our next hidden stage is on stage 25. For the second hidden stage, we need to link 29 Puni at once. Yeah, at once. Now, faithful viewer, let me explain the funniest story of how I got both Earthwalkers while I painfully try to make every single Puni here a Zodiac God. You see, at one point, I had 2 Nyambo coins like a month ago. I was bored and cranked both of them, and the first coin was Earthwalker armor. And I was hyped since he is pretty solid even today. I then saw that he was placing the medallion that Earthwalker Noah was already there, which is strange because I don't have Earthwalker Noah until I opened the second coin, and there lied Earthwalker Noah. So that's the funny story on how I got both Earthwalker Nyambos from 2 Nyambo coins. Now that we have our full board of Zodiac God, let me show you off all my units. Thanks for the redrop, Armored. Let's show what Zodiac God can do. The second hidden stage features QB Awoken. The third hidden stage unlock is on stage 38. I'll let my boy Kegure take it away. Hidden Stage 3 features hovering on Awoken and is restricted to only using SS ranks. Judge my team for all you want, but this is what I'm using. This stage also has the bounce effect, so make sure to pop your big Puni before hovering on gets rid of them. Alright, let's prove to everyone that I don't hack by clearing all the seal stages. I'll put every unit from this event on the team, so let's do this. Our first stage is Dragon Lord. There is a mission where if you do 1500 damage with S-rank Dragon Lord, you can gain the title, Year of the Dragon Representative. Anywho, the stage is done. Our second victim for mass slaughter is none other than Koma-san. There is a mission where if you have a combo of 50 or more on this stage with Koma-san on your team, you can get the title Year of the Dog Representative. Anywho, this stage will also fall victim to my slaughter. I mean, there's only so much you can do against my LB3 level 100 Jabanion. Our second to last victim is Venoct. This stage has the poison effect, to which I'm glad we brought her Madonna, even though I don't have her skill maxed out. What we have to do is basically wipe on the parts where the poison is. And when we have the poison effect, we constantly take damage. There is a timer, and once the timer reaches 0 and you aren't dead, you'll be giving a damage bonus and also be granted some HP in return. It's great that we got the damage bonus since we didn't die. Take it away, Koma-san. Our final victim is Sproink, which is good because I'm hungry. I also forgot to mention, on the last stage if you get a score of 15 million with S-rank Venoct on your team, you can get a title, Year of the Snake Representative. Likewise, on this stage, if you beat it with Sproink on your team, you will get the title Year of the Pig Representative. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about the supers yet, but they also have a lot of HP. Super 10 and the rest, like Super 11 and 12, all have 1.5 million HP, and on average you can do a fair bit of damage, around 100k to 200k depending on which kind of Robanion clones show up. The best thing that can happen is you get a Golden Yon triple cycle since he gives the largest bonus. But don't worry, since my Super 11 is already dead. Oh, and look, one of the passes dropped. We get all the rewards, including a UZ coin along with the second skill for Zodiac God. Books, and you get the idea. Before we beat the throne, let's crank. We can get some pretty cool stuff in here, like a lot of past units. The only one I really want is probably UZ8. However, God doesn't really give me what I want sometimes. I got UZ Festival Shuka, an all-popper fever extender with fever fill and fast fever. We beat all those steel stages for damage decrease, HP's decrease, you get the idea. To which we got some gooks and exports. I'm done hiding behind a wall. It's time we take care of this goddess. Let me explain my team. I have Black Swordsman from the Tough Crank for Unity, along with UZ Darkness for Revive. I have Supernova also on my team for Inflation, to which he will need to do that. Death Juniper is here for Unity even though he doesn't have Unit. Even with all the balls on this stage, since I didn't have the second seal when recording this footage, we can still beat it. A little later, I ended up befriending her. Zodiac God is a heartful UZ all-popper that deals more damage if you have a current combo of 100 or more. Her skills are Easy Link and Fever Power, which basically means that when she enters Fever, the team gets healed by a bit. Popping her big Puni fill her soul a lot more, and large Puni popped have a chance to boost her attack. Also ended up getting the mid-event, but I am so ashamed of him that I won't show him. Long story short, I was aiming for Crossma, but I guess I'll tell you about him. Fox Representative Cube is a mysterious UZ tap inflator. His skills are that his Puni can grow larger when linking, and popping his big Puni can increase the ultimate gauge of other Puni. You already know the event quest. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor and like and subscribe. A few things also ended up happening off screen. You see, I got a pretty decent score attack with the Noah Armored and some other units. And lastly, my friend Shrapnel7 told me how to get the men's status, so shout out to him. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I have other videos in the works, including, let's say, a video I should have uploaded a while ago. See you guys later.